I feel like we always have topics, but never use topics.
We have topics?
We have topics, but we just never actually look for the topics. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what? Just cue the intro. Hello guys, it's Two Latin Brothers Podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And we're back at it again with another audio vlog with you guys.
No, this isn't an audio
joking,
vlog.
This isn't an audio vlog. We've done that before. Season 1, go check it out. It's called Stranger Things. But,
wasn't that season? Yeah, it was season 1.
Oh
season
my,
that was so long ago.
Yeah, season 1.
Well, it's because we couldn't really go out last year.
Yeah. And,
quite literally.
And again...
So far this year, we can't really go out anyway.
Yeah, so
we're in
that's fun.
Lockdown mode. Anyway, a lot of things... Has anything... Nothing has happened.
Nothing really has happened.
You know what? I've come to the realization that as we do this week to week, I'm realizing I'm progressively doing less than what I used to.
Just like finding yourself doing less.
Yeah, like, for example, this morning,
yeah,
nothing. All I did was like scroll through Twitter, then I got up.
You like to look at the daily news?
I like to look at the news. Yeah. I like to know what's going on in the world.
Just to quote George Costanza from Seinfeld.
Just to know what's going on. You know, it has to do with the fact that I just like to be informed, especially because like especially in our time, there's so much information going around, and especially for the state of which we are currently in, like personally, but in our country, you know, like we need to be updated because they're constantly changing things.
I mean, you could have no clue of what's going on. As long as you wear a mask and sanitize, you'd probably be fine.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but
unless
they keep augmenting things, right? Like they keep changing things, and now they're talking about possibly doing a curfew. So there's all this stuff, and it's just
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like it's March again. Oddly enough.
Yeah, it's not even that cold out.
I know. Like it's bizarre. It feels like it's March again. Ontario is like, it's just, and then Quebec, and then the rest of the provinces. There's just so much going on right now.
We're just all in shambles.
Well, the world is falling apart. Kind of in a little sense. More like population is falling apart.
Yeah.
Society is falling apart. Not population.
Yeah.
Because in a way, there's an attack, but there's always been an attack on the population. So
I don't know. It's one of those like awkward in between spots, you know?
Yeah.
I like to think that we're okay.
I'm all right.
I mean, I'm okay. I don't know about you, but I'm okay.
I'm doing all right.
You don't look like it. You look like you're ready to just give up.
I'm not ready to give up. I'm ready to try harder. And
if you guys could see his face right now, you would like, know he doesn't mean that.
You know what I mean? Like, just go at it. You know what I mean?
Go at it.
Send it. Full send.
No. We can't.
Why not?
Because we're limited by our full send.
But plus ultra.
No, this ain't anime.
Oh, fine.
You ain't no All Might.
That'd be cool though.
I mean, I guess, but he can't fly.
Imagine,
so what's the good of that?
Yeah, he can.
No, he can't.
Yeah,
he can just jump really, really high.
Well, they haven't actually established this yet. If he's actually flying or if he's just super leaping. Because technically
he's super leaping.
Because technically they've, like, well, when the main character first meets All Might, he says, we're flying. So, is he flying or is he just falling in style?
He's falling because you see him jumping from building to building.
All right. So, he can't fly.
Yeah. He's just jumping.
So, he's bound to the ground.
Yeah, not really, I mean.
So, he's bound to the ground.
Gravity does work on him.
What a loser. Superman doesn't have this problem.
I mean, Superman has a lot of problems, but that's not the point.
That's his issues, you know.
You know, it's like the most overpowered person. You know what? Superman is like the first OP character that was OP from the get-go. The only problem with Superman is that most of Superman isn't about the fact that he's like, oh, his cool powers. It's more like how he uses it, because technically he's like a god among men, right?
Yeah.
And how he has to.
I love how you literally took issue titles and threw it in there.
Like how he has to go about, dealing with being such a powerful being, and the repercussions of society towards him. And then Lex Luthor shows up and he's like, I ain't about this. You're gonna kill us all one day. We need to eliminate you. You're a threat. You're a walking threat. But Superman's like, I got your best interest at heart, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
So,
Superman's just always been OP.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, to a certain degree.
And then like, they came out with, like, Superman Prime, and then you're just like, oh, man, they made him even stronger. And then they stopped doing that.
Yeah, it's there's a whole bunch of things going on. But I think it's cool that that there's, like, what's interesting, the writer of Superman is a Canadian. The guy who created him. Yeah. He's a Canadian.
And yet he wears American colors.
Well, he is from Kansas.
Yeah.
It's...
I don't know what to talk about.
I don't know either.
I can't be like, how's your day been? Because you literally just established what you've done today.
Nah.
Nothing. You know how saddening that is? I woke up...
I mean, I jumped on YouTube for a bit.
Wow. Like, the rest of society hasn't done that today.
No, it's just like, I don't know, like, I've gone to, like, this, like, because, like, officially today we're locked out.
You're falling into this trend of, like, sleep, wake, eat, anime, eat, nap.
I'm not napping.
YouTube, eat,
well, no, it's more like...
and repeat.
It's not that I'm in this cycle. It's just like...
and gaming. That too.
It's just like I have certain... I don't know. I don't know. Since yesterday, I haven't been as motivated as normal to do things.
Yeah.
I'm just like, You're
just kind of fatigued. In a sense. Mentally.
Nah, I think it's lack of motivation.
Just lack of motivation.
Yeah. Just lack of motivation. Like, it's nothing, like, concrete. It's nothing, a little too... I just, like, I don't want to do it.
Literally, the emotion is, ugh.
Yeah.
That is... We're creating an entire new emotion.
It's meh.
Yeah.
I'm just not in the mood for it.
Actually, it's already...
Like, what is it? Like, earlier, I tried to play a game, and I literally stopped playing it. Like, I entered the loading screen. Then I was like, oh, Control Elite, close this. What am I doing? I need to move for this.
Like, I find myself not wanting to do stuff anymore. Like, once we watch anime.
Yeah.
And then after we watch anime, like, after, like, 3 or 4 episodes, I'm just like, I'm already bored of watching anime. How did this happen? You think you'd never get bored of such a thing.
Yeah.
And, like, even sometimes with gaming...
Yeah.
I start getting bored and I'm just like, I don't want to do this.
Well, like, because a lot of the games are, like, Battle Royale and super repetitive, right? Like,
yeah. And then there's, like, other stuff, too, that I get, but, like, I can't stop doing school. So,
yeah,
like, I'm like, okay, I sat here yesterday. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those... It's just, like, I think it's the new year, right?
Yeah. We just need that jump start, you know what I mean?
Well...
Like...
I'm gonna be honest with you. It hasn't felt that, like, wow, like, we're in that weird, awkward phase of, like,
see, and, like, also,
2021, everything's gonna get better, and then they just announced that most of the population isn't gonna get vaccinated till August.
I mean, we already knew that.
And, well, they've confirmed it officially now.
Oh, well, I always thought it was gonna happen
These were projections.
And even then, it's not gonna happen in August.
And it's only, like, 50%.
Yeah, I know. And even then, it's not going to happen.
So we're looking at, like, 2022.
Yeah.
To get this all...
Honestly, like, the journal arc was tough. And the year so far has been Pretty much the same.
I mean, last week's episode was pretty good. If anybody heard that,
yeah,
I haven't checked the numbers. I don't know what's going on.
That was a good episode. Go check that out.
We talked with an old friend. We had some good laughs. The intro sounds kind of botched for some reason.
Yeah.
But you can literally skip over that and go to the proper intro, and everything sounds fine after that.
I mean, we'll also have a guest next week.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. That's like our goal. Our New Year's resolution is to get more guests on this podcast.
Yes.
Some old, some new. Maybe some people.
Maybe a stranger. I'll just go to a random Discord server and be like, "Yo," just joking.
Somebody. Maybe some people of higher value. I don't know.
Higher value.
No, not of higher value. I mean,
are you saying you're putting price on people?
No, I meant to say
How
of like
could
higher
you-
status,
I
not
can't
higher
believe
value.
you've done
I meant to
this.
say higher status.
Yeah.
Of higher status, and maybe really dig into the podcasting community. Maybe we'll start reaching out to other people who do podcasts and collab with them. I don't know.
Actually, do marketing.
Yeah, we might actually start marketing this spot. I don't know what we're doing. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I'm working on it. I'm doing. Okay, like I'm taking this business course.
Yeah.
And literally, that business course has become working on a podcast.
Well, see, here's the thing. I do all the editing. I do
Yeah.
all the uploading. I do all the groundwork.
Yeah.
Right? You can do all the other stuff.
Yeah, I like.
Because you know what?
I'm
All the other
figuring-
stuff is actually still easier than all the stuff I'm doing.
No, I know. Like, there's like a lot of things. A lot of things that that I have stored away for when I just want to jump.
Because we should be talking about this right now.
I know we're always trying to have like meetings on the podcast.
On the podcast.
Like we should be talking about our day-to-day lives, but we're not doing that. Because we don't have day-to-day lives anymore. We have day by day comedy. But
let's talk about what happened last night.
What happened last night?
At 9:00, we're like, let's go get some Timmy's. If you don't if you don't know what Timmy's is,
I had to explain.
if you're not a Canadian, Timmy's is like it's
the Dunkin' Donuts of Canada. If you're American,
I mean, sure. I mean, it's also like
it's like a cafe.
Yeah, where they sell donuts, they sell coffee.
Yeah.
They got teas, they got iced coffees, it's a whole thing. Anyway, so like 9:00 at night, we're like, the lockdown starts tonight at midnight. Let's go get some Timmy's before,
Lockdown.
Yeah. So me, you, and our dad, we get ready, we go. We start walking, and it starts like snowing.
But it's like freezing rain.
Yeah, but it quickly turned into rain.
Yeah.
But it was so nice out though, even though like the weather was like that. It was.
Yeah, I surprisingly enjoyed that walk so much.
Yeah.
Like, because also, like, we hadn't gone for a walk in a bit.
Yeah. So
it felt nice to take some fresh air besides this enclosed, dusty oxygen.
We're not in a dusty room.
No, we're not.
You make it sound like we're, like, living in some abandoned building.
We're living in an abandoned mine shaft.
There's, like, coal dust everywhere.
There's coal dust everywhere. We got the TNT in the corner.
There's some gunpowder lying around somewhere.
That's dangerous, actually.
It's we got candles lit next to it too. That's a fire hazard.
That's a serious. If there's coal and refined coal, that's dangerous.
Everything's dangerous. But I know we went on that walk and we get there. We order our stuff and then we walk back. So here's the thing with that. I think that when we went, like we hadn't expected to get rained on, but I think in all, like just the fact that we went outside and it had been a minute.
Yeah.
It
gave us a sense of like nostalgia because we haven't done that
in a really
long time.
But I think it's also because again, like we're trying to limit the amount of times we go out.
I mean, it was also kind of nice the hour we went at because I mean, like they didn't have as many donuts, like there was varieties.
But there was like us and the workers.
Yeah, it was literally just us and the workers, and they only had 7 donuts.
Yeah,
and you can only buy half a dozen or a dozen.
Yeah,
we got half a dozen because there's only 7, and then they ended up just giving us the 7.
Yeah, they're like, here, just take it. Like we're gonna close up anyway. Like just go. And I'm like,
yeah, so we took an extra donut.
Yeah.
I got a creamy chocolate chill. That was good.
Nobody know what that is.
It's like a frozen chocolate milk with like whipped cream on top, and then like a chocolate syrup glaze in a cup. It's good.
It's sugar in a cup.
Like, honestly, I kind of felt like it was a little too sugary. I mean, it's also because like I haven't had it in a while.
Yeah.
And like I haven't been eating like candy a lot. Yeah. Like I've had chocolate and stuff. Yeah. But like straight up like Jolly Rancher type stuff. Yeah. You know, like I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird. Like I feel like I remember when I used to go out, like I used to go out with my friends, I used to go eat and all that stuff, but like I feel like because I haven't been doing that. Yeah. I feel like when we eat certain foods or like we'll order something online or we'll get some like Uber Eats or skip whatever it is we're ordering. Yeah. You know, when it comes to the house and we eat it, I like there's this huge disconnect. Yeah. Because normally when I eat that food, the building and the atmosphere in the building that I'm eating it at, adds to this, experience.
Like the other day, not the other day, but like a while ago, we ordered ramen. Yeah. And for something like that, we definitely go to like the location.
The location, you know, get the full experience on it. Yeah. But like doing it from home, it's a little odd. Like,
also doing sushi at home. It's not like we're like ordering it in bulk. Yeah. Not ordering like, like buying like those containers or like the small for itself. Like that you know what that feels like to bring that home, but to buy trays, that feels a little odd.
Yeah, all of it feels odd. Like
it's just weird.
For sure. It's odd. It's an odd experience to
like we have to like learn to adapt to it being normal.
I can't remember who it was. We recorded the podcast with somebody and then they had to go home and then me and you were like, yo, you look at me, you're like, I want some KFC. And I go, and there's like a close one. So we started walking towards it.
Oh yeah.
And we got there and we like sat down and it was really late. But we were the only ones in there.
Yeah, that was.
And usually that place is packed.
Yeah,
but it was like empty at that time. And I was like, okay, so we were like we had like the whole building ourselves, and there was really like only like 2 people working.
Yeah,
and
man, that was good.
Yeah, but that like stuff like that
we can't do that.
We can't do that right now because we can't even eat in a restaurant, or we can't do some like we can't just like get up and like be like, hey, I want this, so let's go. It's more like I wonder if Uber got it.
The only thing we could do was like go to like a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Like that, because that's like a to-go kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cause like the Dairy Queen near us doesn't have like an inside place.
Yeah. It's just like, it's like a walk-in where you just like literally order, grab your ice cream and like you go.
You book.
Yeah. There's like benches outside and it's pretty open anyways. So it's not like you're staying in anyways.
Yeah. But they removed them anyway.
Yeah, I know.
They got rid of them.
So and there's like a park like right there. So you can just like go there.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Those are things that we missed out on.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. But I think all that aside, I mean, some of these things were necessary, right? Like, it's stuff that had to get done, and whether we like it or not, that's the cards we worked out.
Some people did not care that it was done.
I mean, but, I don't know. I think that people who aren't being careful are putting themselves and the greater community at danger. Mm-hmm. We're at a point now where we as people shouldn't be taking unnecessary risks. I get that, like people who have to work and, they need to survive.
Yeah, legitimate reason.
Yeah, like if you have
but, like, I want to go see my friends at, like, this, like, place. No,
that's really, I know, and I get we're all social creatures. I get that
I'm a very social creature.
I get that we need those interactions, but, like, at the same time, you're causing harm. Like, you don't know, right? Like, and I mean, I get that you trust your friends and all that, but like, you don't know where they've been. If they met up with you, they could have met with 50 other people.
Yeah.
In the last little bit, and you could have been, they could have been exposed, and then they go and they give you a hug, and then you get exposed, like, also, and then you go home, and then they're like, it's
Also, it's like the problem is like being non-symptomatic.
Yeah.
That is a huge problem.
It's like a ghost.
Yeah, because like you're just hanging out, you don't feel anything.
Yeah.
You have it, you don't know it.
Yeah.
And then you go meet up with somebody, and now they're sick, and they're just like, like, I got sick. Are you feeling sick? Because I got COVID.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, no, I'm fine. Mm-hmm. And then they like, but just make sure go get tested, and they test positive, but they're non-symptomatic.
Yeah.
So then they're just like, oh, it possibly could have been me.
Yeah, like there was an actor from a TV show. He tested positive, but he was asymptomatic, and then they told him to isolate, and so he isolated for 14 days, and he got nothing.
Yeah.
And like it's just like I guess you just got lucky kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he felt a little weak, but that was about it.
Yeah.
And then he says that, but then his wife got it.
Oof.
From him, but his wife, it hit her really hard, and she was hospitalized for a while, but she's out now. But he was saying that he did his own like contact tracing to see where he got it from, because like he's an actor and he's still working.
Yeah,
and he was saying we did so much contact tracing, like we don't even know. And he's like, and the problem is after the 14 days, if you test again, you'll still come out positive.
Yeah,
he's like, so I can't go back to work because. I basically test positive, but technically I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Even though he's like, I need to have a negative test in order to get back onto the set.
Yeah.
So like, it's this whole like complicated thing. And the U.S., I think yesterday announced that they're now enforcing that you have to have a negative test in order to get into America or to leave, I believe.
To get into America has to get into America.
No. In order to get America announced that in order to get into the U.S. now, you have to be tested. Like you have to have a negative test.
You have to be negative.
Yes. And then the biggest concern.
Because you were saying that the Americans had to test to go into their own country.
So before everyone had to do this except for people who were American.
Yes.
Now Americans have to do it.
Yeah.
So before, even if you were American, you didn't need to prove that you were negative. You could come to America.
Yeah.
But now you have to prove that you are, even if you're an American citizen or not.
Yeah.
So that changes a lot of things.
Yeah.
Also, their biggest concern was that they're pretty sure that one of the British strains has entered America. Yeah. So there's that. We have already had cases of that here.
Yeah.
And it's not looking too good.
Yeah.
But I think we are tackling it like as it comes.
Yeah, we're like, I mean, some of the world leaders have been like, really on the ball with it, and some are a little lacking.
Yeah.
Not gonna say any names, but
actually, a lot of people were criticizing the FDA because this new strain from the British happened weeks ago, and they're like, why are you finally announcing this now? And they're like, because they wanted to verify the data, the information, and it has to like go through a million people.
They wanted to make sure they weren't doing a miscalculation and scaring people.
Yeah, that too. But like the level of like the chain of command in order to get all this stuff approved is like.
I mean, what they should have done is announced a possible variant.
Yeah.
As soon as they figured it out.
Yeah.
As soon as they even saw the news.
Yeah.
And then just by saying possible, like possible, like variant, they could have easily been like, it has now been confirmed that it doesn't, or like it is, right? Mm-hmm. But it would have been out there.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a new variant, and it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's so complicated, but at the same time, I mean, you take it as it comes. I mean, that's all we've been doing. I mean, and problems arise, and things don't look so good, but we're able to keep moving forward, and that's what matters. Whether we like it or not, but we're able to keep moving forward.
I don't like. I'm just joking.
No, I mean we have to as people, as beings, as as humanity as a whole.
You're getting repetitive because you're going in circles here now.
We have to keep moving forward.
Of course, we're gonna keep moving. We're humanity.
You're walking backwards.
We like to tend to fight,
And what is it in every movie with aliens? You know what the human has to offer?
Nukes.
No. Because aliens always have superior technology than we do.
Yeah.
But the one thing humanity has to offer to the table is our unwillingness to give up.
Our will to fight. Our will to continue.
Yeah. That's the one thing humanity's got going for it. Yeah. According to every alien movie ever.
Yeah. I don't know.
Even the Green Lantern movie talks about will.
Oh, don't talk about that. That's a big faux pas here. we don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
We don't do that here. Yeah. We don't talk about that movie. That movie was a serious disgrace.
You know what? What is it? The other day I realized that Taika Waititi's in the movie. The guy who directed Thor 3. You have no idea who I'm talking about, do you?
No, I'm trying to think when, where.
He's like his friend in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I totally missed it. I saw a screenshot of it. Someone was like making a meme out of it, and I was like, Taika Waititi's in this movie.
What
like this
the
guy's
fudge?
like directing Mandalorian now. What's going on?
What?
Yeah, I know. It hit me hard. I was like, wait.
Keep in mind, I haven't watched this movie in like
Since it came out,
and it was like a one-time thing.
Yeah. But
like,
it was really
what?
funny.
That's kind of cool, but like not really at the same time because the movie kind of bombed.
No, it's more like the level of progress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He went from Green Lantern
That guy's career is
to
just
like
amazing.
You know, helping out with Mando, and then Ryan Reynolds just became Deadpool.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I'm just leaving DC.
Yeah. I mean, for Ryan Reynolds done well, he met his wife there, so
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I think it's funny how they went about how Taika is now like heavily involved in like Disney and MCU, and now he's working with Star Wars stuff. Like it's pretty cool, and like to see like that level of growth in his career is cool. But the other dude is like, it caught me so guard. I was like, I didn't even know. Like, how did I not remember this?
Like how like I mean, well, we tried to avoid thinking of that movie.
No, but I'm like, how did I not realize?
It's just a memory we like to stick in the back. Just put it in the back of the files.
I mean, I guess.
Like, I just instantly pictured that meme with SpongeBob and, like, the files everywhere, and there's multiple copies of him, and they're all going and blowing up in flames.
they're like, combusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scene. I don't know.
I don't know what to talk about. Like, COVID's a problem. We've established that on multiple occasions. We have no clue what we're doing with our lives. We've established that, too. We're working on the podcast, but aren't doing anything with the podcast. We don't want to do anything with the podcast because of COVID. So, like, I'm at a loss.
You're at a loss?
You're at a loss. We're both in loss.
Look, you know what's amazing about the podcast?
I don't know.
I haven't spent any money on it.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe the most I've spent was on this microphone.
Yeah.
Like, on the setup.
Yeah, that's about it.
But realistically, like, it wasn't a big hit, like, financially.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, thousands of dollars in the
I mean,
hole.
the most you're spending in a month, just because of your laptop, is like $3.
Okay, sure.
Because how many watts does this thing use?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, well, like, we start recording on my laptop now. Like, the setup has changed. There's a lot of things that are changed. I mean, we're going through. So we're now recording over like digital means over Skype, not in person.
Yeah, I know.
We're trying this out.
Adaptability is a serious thing right now.
Yes, I know, but a lot of people were saying to use Zoom. I've tried Zoom before, and the audio qualities aren't that good.
It's worse.
I don't know. I mean, I think it has to do with like connection issues.
Yeah.
But currently, we're using Skype.
Yeah. I mean, we've been suggested like Discord, but I don't know about that either.
Yeah, I don't know about it either.
We haven't tested that.
Yeah, we haven't tested Discord, but I think we'll figure out how to, like, we'll work it out.
Yeah.
Like, whether the audio quality suffers some episodes when we have guests on, I apologize in advance. Mm-hmm. But I will do my best to make it sound as crisp and as our quality, as our standard quality has suggested in the last little bit.
We got a reputation to uphold.
Well, because, I sent it to a friend of mine, and he, when we initially started, he goes, when we were like halfway through the first year, he goes, dude, your crisp quality of audio is just...
It's very soothing to the ear.
Well, no, it's just, he was saying it's good audio quality. He's like, what are you using? He's like...
A microphone?
And then I was like, no, it's where the microphone is. It has to do how we talk, how loud we talk.
Yeah.
And then post-processing. Post-processing is
the magic.
It's the magic. I'm doing all the legwork, not the microphone.
Yeah.
It's me.
Okay, I'm going to get you a $2 microphone. We're going to see what you can do with it.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
could wrap up if you want. I mean, like, we're already, like, almost at, like, the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to cut out half of this.
Okay, so we should just continue and ramble on about how my life sucks.
No, I was actually going to ask you, like, wait, when do you finish your quadmaster this?
I finish next week.
Oh, next week. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so you enter a new semester soon.
I enter a new semester the following week.
Oh, okay. Do you know what classes you have?
English and
English.
and I'm not quite sure.
You don't remember, do you?
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to. Oh man, I'm gonna have to email my guidance counselor.
He's like, I don't know what classes.
Also, I need to establish if I'm gonna choose to graduate in May or just do more schooling.
Yeah, we talked about this last episode.
I know.
With our guest, and we're back. We took a quick intermission.
I have no clue what we were talking about.
Well, I don't. We were talking about your schooling and how you were going to if you were going to finish school early.
Oh yeah,
but I need to address this real quick. There was a dog who started barking next to our window.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be honest. He was super loud.
He was really loud. I honestly, I just opened up the window I see the curtain. I opened up the curtain.
You opened up the window.
I slid the curtain over to see through the window. Yeah. Would you like me to be more descriptive?
Well, no, it's just that
I hastily.
No, look, you can't
grabbed the curtain.
Look, you can't
slid it across.
Oh, why would you open the window in January? Like it's cold out.
I mean, we open the window occasionally.
I mean, sure, but that's to get some air in here.
Yeah. But as I was saying, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. Like, should I graduate early because I can, or should I just like? I mean, even if I choose to graduate early, I'll still have 2 extra credits.
Wow, lucky you.
Yeah. But like, is it like I don't know? Because is it worth it? Because the reason I would not, I just get off on May, is to work. Mm-hmm. That would be my main reason. You know, like get a job and like do stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But because of COVID, is that really a wise decision? Because my whole decision of not going to school was to not expose myself, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna finish school just to go expose myself.
It's counterintuitive to the initial task at hand.
I know, right? So like, I mean, unless I start doing work online, but like, I don't want to be like that call service guy, because then I'll feel I want to. Like, I'm the kind of person to like. Do pranks over a call. I'll just do like that random like Italian guy from some place, you know what I'm saying? And then just screw with the people.
They'd be like, "Did I call the wrong line? Are you from Italy, sir? I need help."
I promise you. No, like that was almost gonna be Russian there for a second. I gotta think of the Italian. I can't think of the Italian.
Anyway, what is it? I met a guy who did that.
Yeah,
and he was like, sometimes he'll comment like, "It's not working." He's like, "Have you clicked the power button?
Have you tried a full system reboot?
People
turn it on and off."
People's initial reaction is, "Where's that?"
Oh my god!
He's like, there are people who will call help services.
I mean, that would be me. I'd make everything. I'd literally buy a dictionary. And find all the technical words for the simplest of things and speak like that. To screw with them.
Oh, the power button is like, have you completed the circuit in order to achieve power?
And they're going to be like, excuse me?
Have you turned it on?
Have you tried a full system?
Because when you click the power button, you complete the circuit. And so power runs through the machine. But it's also why it's like that circle with the
yes.
Anyway, if you don't know, now you know. Yeah. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Also, he's like, there are the funniest things, and sometimes people will call and be like,
in a total panic.
No, they'll call and be like, do you know where to like? Because he's like a computer guy, so he's like, they call and ask, where do I find a word? He's like, okay, did the computer come with it? Did you install it?
And they're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the go-to answer. I don't know. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna... What kind of computer do you have? Yeah. That's the second question.
Yeah. When did you buy it? Because if you bought it, like... Actually, if you buy almost any computer from, like, an actual, like... From, like, a big box store...
Yeah.
You know, usually it comes, like, preloaded with, like, a trial of Word for a while or whatever. So, you often... It's already... Like, the software's already on it.
Yeah.
But... In some cases, like, you know, depending on where you got it, like if you got it online, it doesn't come with Word.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, that's...
You don't get those kind of benefits.
Yeah, you don't get those kind of features.
Yeah.
So, there's all that stuff to take into account. But he says it's funny.
I mean, it'd be fun to be like a call service.
But he says, like, sometimes it's really frustrating because having to explain to somebody how to download software and install it is a nightmare. Because, you know, in terms of service, you're like, just hit OK, but I need to read all this. This is in terms of it's legally binding. He goes, yes, sir. Just click OK. We'll be here. It's like 300 pages I'm not gonna sit on the line waiting for you to read 300 pages.
Like, if you start reading, I'm gonna hang up.
But no, he's like, but he has to, like, sometimes, like, so he's like, I give, like, the preface that you're saying that you can't legally distribute the stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Just click OK.
Like, you can't make copies of it. You can't send it out to other people, share it, and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
You know.
And, like, you know, and upload it online for people to get for free. Whatever. It's like, it's a whole thing, right? But he was saying how, like, a lot of people want, like, the whole rundown. They want explanation. They want to know why it's so long. They want to know, like, and then,
That's
like, is there legal time? Because you can do jail time. You can do prison time. You can get, you know, criminal charges. Like, it's a whole thing.
I mean, like, when there's policy changes, yes, I'll read it.
Yeah.
But, like, the first time I see the policy sheet, I'm basically not going to read it.
Okay.
Just okay. I mean, depending if it's a sketchy, like,
do I agree?
Do I agree? You know, I'm gonna read through that.
Quick
and like,
skim.
and even then, I'm not reading it. I'm skimming it.
Yeah.
I use it as a way of practicing my skimming for real life. Yeah.
Let's wrap up.
Let's wrap up. Okay. Okay, guys. It's been Two Lion Brothers podcast. Everything's always in the description. Want to be up, down, left, or right? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to share with your donkey, share with your rooster, share with your monkey. I don't know. Whatever you have, share it. You know? Get it out there. Distribute. Because we're not.
Because we're not sharing it enough.
Because we're not sharing it enough.
We're trying to see if our audience can pop it off for us.
Exactly.
Do you guys like us enough to do this for us?
If you listen to the podcast, you guys can make a quick story and tag us. Well, you know, maybe we'll see it. We'll just show up in the viewed, because why not? Yeah, I don't know what else to say here. Go check out our Instagram. We're not posting anytime soon.
Tag us in a meme, why not?
Tag us if you want. I mean, spread the word.
Just tag us in any meme, honestly.
Honestly, I feel like going into like our podcast Instagram and then just going to the explore page and just dropping down my, like, not my real opinions, but they're just the most controversial opinions. And then just dropping them and see what happens.
Start a revolution.
Start an entire... You know what? I'm starting the second revolution. Because apparently America was in a revolution.
I don't know about that.
I'm starting the next revolution.
You're starting the Canadian Revolution?
I'm starting the Canadian Revolution.
You can't be doing
Not really. I should do that just to see, like, what happens and then talk about it.
I don't know about that.
I mean, like... If it's too controversial, I don't think we're going to even be allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so never mind. I don't know. Anyways, it's been Two Lion Brothers podcast, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye.